Hi guys, happy Monday. My name is Bethany if you haven't taken my class before, and if you have taken my class before, which I think most of you watching this video probably have, I really miss you. I really miss teaching. I really miss my students, and I'm happy to be able to connect with you even if it's just virtually. So usually if you've been in my class before, we take the first 5 minutes or so to devote to a little bit of gossip and talk about what's going on in our lives and in the city and in the world. And we're coming from Miami Beach, but you might be anywhere, but it doesn't matter because we are all experiencing the same situation right now, which is most of us are indeed under a quarantine of some level. And I'm not downplaying this in any way. I know a lot of us are struggling in terms of emotions, in terms of finances, but I can't help but compare it to yoga because yoga, as you know, is the practice of union. You are combining one thing with another to make a whole. And in this case, I see a lot of union within the world, within the human race. And, you can choose to see this situation however you want. In the end, it's a choice of how you look at it. But if you choose to look at it in a positive light, it really is pulling cultures together from all over the world, and I think it's been really quite beautiful. If what we have to do is stay inside and watch Netflix and stream yoga and boot camps and whatever, and that's what it takes to save the planet, I'm totally fine with doing that, especially because it's really not that different from my regular life, except that I can't go to the beach. So, that's probably the biggest difference for me right now. I don't know about you. Anyhow, it's really nice to be teaching again in any capacity. So thank you for joining me. All I ask is that you have your mat ready and if you have blocks, you know that I love blocks. If you don't have blocks, that's fine. You can use books. You can use stacks of books to bring the floor to you. If you don't have books, we'll just make do with only your mat, and that will be more than fine for now. I apologize in advance for the quality of this video. Is clearly not the best. I've already tried to take a video. This is my third attempt, and so I already know that you're going to hear some background noise. I live on a busy corner in South Beach. Not as busy as it usually is, which works in our favor, but you will hear some cars and things going by, people maybe talking lightly outside, and that's really all I have as far as a public service announcement is concerned. So let me put my hair up and we can get started together. You can actually get started just seated like I am with your legs crossed. And I'll give you a playlist if you would like a playlist. But since I'm putting this on YouTube, I've heard, so awkward, I've heard that you have to be careful with the music. So I'm a novice when it comes to video, obviously. So I'm sort of working as I go. All right, so come to a comfortable seated pose. Close your eyes. And just become the observer of your breath. Notice the state of your body. And notice the state of your mind. Bring your awareness to your sit bones, anchoring them down into the floor and getting tall through the spine. And see if there's any movements or fidgets that you'd like to make here. If you want to roll the shoulders a little bit. If you want to make some circles with the torso. From one knee to the next knee. And if you do this, make sure you reverse direction. Just create a little bit of movement within your own body. Start to get the energy flowing. And as much as we need to be still during this particular time that we're experiencing right now, we also have to keep the energy flow moving. It's important not to become stagnant. Stagnation leads to disease, and we want to be as healthy and open as we possibly can, even if it's from the comfort of our own home. Come through center, tall spine, inhale, sweep your arms out and up. I encourage you to keep your eyes closed for the opening sequence. Exhale, drop the right hand down next to your hip. Sweep the left arm up and over the head and get nice and long in the side body, and maybe turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. And as you inhale, sweep it back through center, palms touch, reach fingertips up high, settle the eyelids down. Exhale, left hand comes down to the floor, right arm sweeps up and over the head. Inhale, come back through center, and you can open your eyes for this. Take a hold of the left wrist with your right fingertips. And now press your left wrist up towards the sky as if you're pulling, encouraging the arm out of its socket. And now dip over to the right side. Get a deeper stretch behind the scapula and the intercostals. Inhale, come back through center, release the grip. Take a hold of the right wrist, press the palm up towards the ceiling, and now dip it over towards the left side, opening up even more your right side body. Anchoring down through your outer right hip. Inhale, come back through center, release the grip. Exhale, bring your hands down to your knees, roll your shoulders back, puff your chest forward, squeeze the shoulder blades, look up. Exhale, round and tuck the chin to chest, draw the shoulders up by the ears and let your head drop down and your your spine drop back. Inhale, lift it up, round your heart up towards the sky. Exhale, come small into a cat pose seated. 2 more times. Inhale, roll forward into your cow. Exhale, round forward into your cat. Hug your elbows in. Last one. Inhale, come forward to your cow, broaden collarbone. Exhale, round forward, cat pose, and now extend your arms out in front of you. And make your way over the knees into a child's pose. Maybe your toes come to touch. So I'll switch sides so you can see what's going on here. Bring your belly in between the thighs, or bring your thighs together and settle your forehead down towards the mat. And now grip your fingertips into the earth and start to walk your hands more forward towards the top of the mat. At the same time, anchoring down through your sit bones and drawing your sit bones down into your heels. Get a really nice stretch in the back body. And now walk your hands over towards the left side. Place the right palm on top of the left. Interlock the fingers and grip the mat with the left fingertips. Draw your right shoulder down towards the floor. Inhale, walk it back through center. And bring your left palm on top of the right. Interlock the fingers and now drop that outer left tricep down towards the floor, and maybe your forehead touches the mat. Inhale, draw it back through center. Exhale, rise into your tabletop with the wrists underneath the shoulders. Breathe in, drop the belly, send the heart forward, look up. Through the mouth, exhale, round the spine, cat pose, press into the palms. 3 more times. Inhale through the nose, flip the tail, send the heart forward, look up. Exhale out through the mouth, round the spine, round the shoulders, draw belly button up high. 2 more. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Last one. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Inhale to a neutral spine, send the right leg back. Exhale, cat, tuck knee to nose. Inhale, extend the right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, send the right leg back, tap the toes down to the mat. Stack the right hip on top of the left, sweep the right arm up and over the head, get long. Exhale, meet me in a tabletop position. Then inhale, send the left leg back. Exhale, hug the left knee in towards the nose. Inhale, send it back, get long. Exhale, round and tuck, knee to nose. Inhale, send it back, get long. Exhale, round and tuck. Inhale, send it back, tuck the left toe down. Stack the left hip on top of the right, sweep the left arm up and over the head, get nice and long, turn your gaze up. And exhale, meet me in a plank pose, extend both legs straight back behind you. Dome the space between the shoulder blades and hug the belly button in towards the spine. Float forward onto your tip toes and exhale, shift it back into your downward facing dog. And pedal out the feet, shake out the head, sway the hips. Really dig deep with all 10 fingers. Internally rotate your wrists. And inhale, come super high on your toes. Listen, exhale, draw your belly towards your upper thighs. Let your hips get higher. Maybe you bend the knees. Inhale, round it forward to your high plank pose. And exhale, shift it back. Downward facing dog. 2 more times like this. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, pike the hips, bring the belly to thighs. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Exhale, shift it back. Downward dog. Last one. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, belly to thighs. Inhale, high plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. And stay here for 5 solid breaths while I come up and see if I can make it a little bit high. Oh, I know it's dark, but again, I don't know how to take a video. All right, here we go. Downward facing dog, and inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, round forward, right knee to nose. Send the right foot in between the thumbs, the left knee down. Keep the toes tucked as you sweep your arms forward and up, Anjaneyasana. And as you exhale, straighten out through right leg, send your arms back and flip the toes up. 2 times like this. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, squeeze inner thighs. Exhale, half split, reach your arms back. So use that back leg to keep your balance. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half Hanumanasana, bring your arms back behind you. Interlock your fingers behind the back. Draw your knuckles towards the wall behind you and roll your shoulder heads backwards. Breathe, heart opens. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. Left leg up. Exhale, left knee to nose. Send it in between the thumbs, right knee down. Sweep your arms forward and up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hinge it back, cut from the hip, left toes point up. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hamstring stretch, get into that. All 3 straps of the muscle. Inhale, sweep it forward and up. Exhale, half split, left thumb on top, interlock fingers behind the spine. Really pull back with the knuckles. Feel the collarbone start to release open. Trying to keep the neck in line with the spine. I don't know, mine is. Bend into left knee, downward facing dog. This video really shows you how your practice is or isn't evolving. Inhale, float forward to a high plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, right knee to nose. This time, dance it back up. Exhale, send it in between the thumbs. Inhale, high lunge, reach your arms up. Right hip comes back, left front hip comes forward. Breathe, and as you exhale, straighten out through the right leg, reach your arms back. This is difficult. Hug this right quad to bone. Inhale, come forward, high lunge. You can always use blocks for this. As you exhale, straighten out the right leg. So it's up to you. Blocks, bricks, books, or use your balance. Exhale, straighten out the right leg and interlock fingers behind the spine. Now press into the big toe mound of the right foot. Chest opens. Legs are strong. Inhale, release hands to the mat. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg up, inhale. Left knee to nose, exhale. Left leg up, inhale. Left foot forward, squeeze inner thighs, high lunge. Arms sweep forward and up. Exhale, straighten out through both legs, arms reach back. Inhale, bring your arms forward and up. Exhale, straighten, fold, reach your arms back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, straighten the left leg, left thumb on top, make fists behind the sacrum, reach your knuckles back, 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 and the crown of the head forward. Press into the ball of the left foot. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Inhale, look forward, come high on the toes. Exhale, take tiny little steps to the top of the mat, Uttanasana. Release your belly to the thighs and take a hold of opposite elbows. Sway here for a few moments in ragdoll as you ground down through the feet. Breathe. And with your knees microbend, press down through all four corners of the feet as you slowly start to rise and get strong in the legs, stacking one vertebra on top of the next. Sweep your arms out or forward and up, get nice and long. Exhale, prayer hands in front of the heart. Let your arms lower down by the sides. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, heart forward. Exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Straighten your legs only when you're ready. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, step back to your high plank pose and slowly come to your tiptoes and lower all the way down to the belly. Shoot your elbows back. See, mine are back. They're not splayed out. They're backwards. Protect your shoulders. Untuck the toes, interlock fingers behind the spine. Inhale, pick up the chest and press the tops of the feet to the floor. Exhale, lower forehead down to the mat. Hands underneath the shoulder heads. Inhale, rise to a baby cobra. Stay here for a moment and take your elbows in. See if it helps you lift up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Fold it down. Slip the hands back so that they're in line with the nipple band. Inhale, rise into a teenage or a full cobra. Shoulders aren't here. Shoulders are down and back here. Breathe. Feel that opening in the chest. Exhale to your child's pose with arms extended out in front of you. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Really use your core. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring the right foot forward. Inhale, rise into your high lunge. Exhale, interlock fingers behind the back. So keep your right knee on top, extend through your left leg. Breathe in, crack the chest open towards the ceiling. Hug the outer thighs in as you exhale and fold into a devotional warrior. Well, a devotional high lunge anyway. Let go of the head. Fists up and over the head and breathe. And lower the left hand to the mat. Sweep the right arm up to the sky in a simple, gentle twist, but stack the shoulders. Take that upper right rib cage, round it up and back, back, back. Extend the right arm as much as you can. And now as you exhale, frame the front foot, straighten out through both legs. Good time to use blocks. Hop the back foot up a few inches. Now listen, wherever you are, fingertips or blocks, Pick up your chest and pick up your hips. You want a little bit of an arch in your lumbar spine so you can feel this in the top of your hamstring. Breathe in. And when you get there, breathe out, then fold, drawing the forehead towards your shin and hugging your outer hips in. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Round down through your feet. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step the left foot next to the right or hip distance from the right. Your call. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up. Take a hold of the left wrist. Reach the left arm up and over the head, and now draw that left elbow outside of your right knee. Press your palms together. Long spine, breathe in. Press the palms together, round your upper body towards the ceiling on your exhale. Inhale, forward folds. Exhale, bend the knees, take a hold of the big toes with the peace fingers and bring your feet hip distance apart. On your next exhale, forward fold and then send the sit bones up towards the ceiling. Hug the quad to bone. Relax your upper body. Breathe. And breathe out, release, palms to the mat, high plank pose. Lower all the way down to the floor. Inhale, cobra pose, pick up the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg up. Left leg in towards the chest. Left leg up. Send it in between the thumbs. Inner thigh squeeze, high crescent lunge. Extend through your back leg, interlock your fingers behind spine. Whoa, left thumb on top this time. Chest rises, breathe in, look up. Breathe out with control, forward fold. And the more you relax in the shoulders and get stronger in the legs, the more you can fold and the crown of the head comes closer to the mat. Right hand down. Left arm spirals up to the sky. Take that left hip back a little bit as you re-extend the left arm. Keep strong in your back leg. Exhale, straighten out through both legs and hop your back foot up 1 to 2 inches. Maybe you use blocks. Lift. Let your belly drop. See, I can be like this or I can be like this. Shoulders back, press into my front foot and my back heel. And then exhale, draw nose to knee. Always take that left hip back. Inhale, look forward, start to walk it up. Bring feet hip distance this time and inhale into an Utkatasana, chair pose. Take a hold of the right wrist. Pick the right palm up over the head and now encourage it outside of the left thigh. Press the palms together and turn, turn, turn. Trying to keep your knees as level as possible, but not to a point that you feel any pain. In the end, you just want to feel good in this practice. Exhale and fold. Inhale, bend the knees, slip your palms underneath of the feet. Exhale, forward fold, and then maybe you start to straighten out through the legs, or maybe not. It doesn't really matter. The shape should conform to your body. The breath should always flow. Inhale, release, look up, lengthen. Exhale, step back to your plank pose. Lower all the way down to the floor for the last time. Inhale, lift up your chest. Well, the last time I'll cue. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one deep breath in through the nose and one longer breath out through the mouth. Settle into your down dog for a minute. Swivel the hips and then come to stillness. Inhale, come high on the toes and look forward. Exhale, deep bend in the knees. Inhale, spring your feet behind your wrists. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, spiral your arms out and up. Exhale, prayer hands in front of the heart. Let's go for some Surya Bees. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward, fold empty the belly. Inhale the right leg back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward, high plank pose. Exhale, Chaturanga Tadasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward, right arm rises. Come into the twist, one cycle of breath. In and out, turn your heart up. Inhale the right hand down. Exhale, Uttanasana, top of the mat. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach your arms up. Exhale, refold over the legs. Inhale the left leg long back. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward, come into the twist. Reach the left arm up to the sky, breathe. Breathe out, left hand down, forward fold. One more round. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, refold over the legs. Inhale the right leg back and long. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe into a high plank. Breathe out to a low plank. Breathe in, sweep it through, thighs don't drop. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg up. Right foot forward. Right arm up. Right arm down, forward fold on your exhale. Breathe in, arms out and up. Breathe out, forward fold. Left leg back, downward dog. Breathe in, high plank. Breathe out, chaturanga. Upward dog on your breath in. Downward dog on your breath out. Sweep the left leg up. Left foot forward. Inhale, the left arm rises. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Close your eyes, exhale, Tadasana. So come back to your breath. Recalibrate. Ground through the feet. Take note of the change in the body. Open the eyes, inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, plank pose. Lower the right knee to the mat. Stack the left hip on top of the right and sweep the left arm up and over the head. And now re-extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. Maybe you tuck your right toes and float the left leg up to be parallel with the floor. And maybe you bring your bicep up and over the ear. But keep stamping back through that left heel, rotating this left upper hip out and back behind you so that the hips stack and the pelvic floor widens. Breathe, lift up with that left heel. Breathe out, plank pose. Opposite side, left knee down. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Spiral the right arm up and over the head. And now reach the right arm up to the sky. Tuck left toes, float the right leg up. And press out through the heel, draw the bicep up and over the ear, shoulder blade down the back. Get strong in this side body and rotate it up and back. So you want to be perfectly stacked. Exhale to your plank. Hold your plank for 5 breaths. You have to, I don't have to. But I'm already sweating, I hope you are too. How are you doing? Okay. Keep holding your plank. This is not a time to rest. There's no need to rest. We have the whole day to rest. So just hold your plank for a couple of minutes. Get strong in your core. The plank will strengthen your entire body, including your mind, which is really what we need to strengthen at this particular moment in history. We're in a completely pivotal moment in history. You do realize that, right? And you know I love my history. Okay, hold it, hold it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to chest. Inhale, dance it back. Exhale, right knee taps right tri. Inhale, send it back. Try to be graceful about it. Exhale, tap the left tricep. Inhale, send it up and back. Exhale, send it forward. Back heel down, Virabhadrasana 1. Reach your arms forward and up. Hook your right hip back and send your chest forward and your fingertips back behind you. Interlock fingers behind the spine and slowly start to forward fold into a full devotional warrior. And pull your heels in toward one another on the mat so that you engage that outer strap of your right hip, and you keep pulling back with the right hip and encouraging the left psoas forward. Left hand down, back heel up, right arm spins up for the twist. Exhale, both hands down, straighten out through the right leg, pivot all 10 toes to the left. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold and take a hold of the big toes with the peace fingers in a Prasarita Padottanasana. Breathe in. And each breath out, hike your hips up higher, but draw the crown of the head down towards the floor. You can let go of the upper body completely, but make sure you're squeezing through your glutes and hugging your quads in toward the bone by lifting your kneecaps. Release the toes, inhale to a flat back. Pivot the right toes forward and walk your hands to the top of the mat, bringing your right hand to the shin or to the outside of the right foot as you peel open into a warrior. I mean a Trikonasana. Round that left rib cage up and back. Beautiful. And inhale, rise. And pivot your chest forward and hop your back foot up a couple of inches. Hook your right hip back a little bit more and a little bit more. And as you reach forward, 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 keep bringing your right hip back, back, back. And bring the left fingertips down. Spiral the right arm back and up towards the sky. And now if you take my class, you know that I love a good adjustment. So since I can't give you an adjustment, I'll tell you how to do one for yourself. Take your right thumb and bring it inside the hip crease of your right leg. And now squeeze your inner thighs together as you manually roll your right hip back, but keep pressing down through your right foot. So you start to get a really nice stretch in that IT band, and you're bringing your hips together, and then round your right arm up to the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, frame the front foot and fold into your Parsvottanasana. Ground down through your left heel. Keep hugging your right quad in towards the bone and rounding hips back. Square through the hips. I'll say it 1,000,000 times. Breathe, get a little bit closer nose to knee. And inhale, look forward. Bend into the right knee. Exhale, downward facing dog. High plank pose. Low plank pose. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left leg up. Left knee to nose. Dance it back. Left knee, left tricep. Send it back. Left knee, right tricep. Send it back. Step it forward. Virabhadrasana 1, back heel down, arms reach forward and up. Exhale, hinge it forward, reach your fingertips back. Interlock your fingers behind the spine, squeeze the knuckles. Exhale, fold, devotional warrior. Breathe, left hip keeps coming back, more. Squeeze your thighs in toward one another and pull your heels isometrically in toward one another. Left hand down, right hand down, left arm up. Breathe in and breathe out, straighten out through both legs. Pivot all 10 toes towards the right. Hands to center, look up, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, and bring your forearms down to the mat if that's available to you. Let go of your upper body totally. Breathe. Let the neck be soft, let the face be soft. And keep your mind here, centered on your body and on your mat. Come into this shape as comfortably as you can, but still find your edge. But mental awareness on the shapes and on the breath, as opposed to anything else that's going on around you. Going on outside of the mat right now, it doesn't matter. Inhale, pick it up to a flat back. Pivot the left toes forward and walk your hands so that your left hand comes to the shin or outside of the foot as you peel open into a trikonasana. Settle the shoulders down the back, so nestle your scapula down so your heart opens. Breathe. You're almost in a back bend here. Shoulders come back and your hips come ever so slightly forward. And inhale, rise using the strength of your legs. Pivot your chest forward and hop your back foot up 1 to 2 inches. You want your outer hips level. Arms reach forward as you cut that left hip back. Bring the right fingertips to mat, spiral left arm back and up towards the sky. And now do the adjustment. Thumb to the hip crease. Roll it back. See, it's not like this, it's like that. So now your hips are in line, your back heel presses deeply into the floor, left toes lifted, and now lift your left arm up to the sky. You don't have to lift your left toes, but I want to highlight that you're accentuating pressing into the transverse arch instead of gripping with the toes. Beautiful. Keep turning. Keep active through the right leg. Exhale, full Parsvottanasana. Pick up the chest and draw the nose towards the knee. Don't forget about that right leg. Breathe. And bend into the left knee, downward facing dog. Draw the knees to the mat. Child's pose. Take 2 to 3 breaths here. And then we'll add to that, get our little flow done. You know, get some balancing in, get some floor exercises in, and then you can be on your way. Okay, downward facing dog. Let's flow through that one more time. Inhale, right leg up. We'll skip the knee to noses. Exhale, send the right foot forward. Back heel down, warrior 1. Reach your arms forward and up. Exhale into a devotional, hooking your hands behind the head, reaching your fists up and back. Left hand down, back heel up. Right arm up for the twist. Exhale, this time we'll just straighten out through the right leg, hop the back foot up 2 to 3 inches. Inhale, rise, reach your arms forward and up. Take a hold of the left wrist and pick it up towards the sky. And now manually draw it outside of your right foot into a full revolved triangle. Right arm rises. Inhale. Exhale, stack the shoulders, peel open a little bit more. This time, exhale, bring your right hand to right corner of the mat and open up into a half moon, Ardha Chandrasana pose. Stacking hips like we've been doing on the floor. Round shoulders up and back. Breathe slowly, step it back, warrior two. Straighten the right leg, hips shift back. Right hand down, left arm up, Trikonasana. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose, open it up. Inhale, rise again to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down, back heel up, and drop the left knee down to the floor. And now bring your hands to the thigh and lift your arms, lift your torso, shoulders back. And now you can stay here, you can take a strap, or you can take a hold of the back foot with the left hand. Flare the toes back a little bit. And if you have it in you, you can reach your right arm back and take a hold of the foot with both hands. Draw the heel towards your sacrum so you get a really deep stretch. I was going to make a political joke, but I'll leave it just because I know this is going on the internet. Stretch out your quad. It's very strange doing this on video because I want to talk to you and see how you're doing, but I can't even see what you're doing, but I can imagine it. Okay, slow, gentle, release that back foot. Straighten the right leg for a hair. Downward facing dog. Option to vinyasa, come to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga, squeeze it all but the face. Inhale, sweep through, up dog, thighs don't drop. Exhale, hinge back, down dog. Left leg up. Left foot in between the thumbs, warrior one. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hinge it forward, interlock fingers in full devotional warrior. Right hand down, left arm up, come into the twist. Exhale, Parsvottanasana, breathe. Ground down through your feet, inhale, rise, lift your arms up to the sky. Take a hold of the right wrist and reach it up and over the head, so get that extra space. And now pull it gently and bring it down outside of the left foot. Spiral left arm back and up towards the sky. Revolve triangle, inhale. Exhale, open that chest a tiny bit more. Inhale the left hand to the left corner of the mat. Stack the hips, open up into an Ardha Chandrasana. Breathe, squeeze the glute and the thigh and press through that heel. So if you're flapping the leg, you lose your balance. If you pull up and strengthen through the leg, you can open up more. Exhale, send it back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, straighten the left leg, hook the hips back, left hand down, right arm up, Trikonasana. One cycle of breath. Open the strap of your chest. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down, square hips, drop the right knee. Hands to the thighs, inhale, lift up the torso. Stay here or take a hold of the back foot. Flare the toes back, using one hand or using both hands. Breathe. And always come back to the breath. Watch the breath like you're watching all the hundreds of Netflix series you're probably watching right now. By the way, recommendation, if you haven't watched it yet, House of Flowers is by far one of my favorite series I've ever seen. So I think it's only 2 seasons. So if you need something sort of lighthearted, but still, it's a dark comedy. It's still pretty funny. Subtitled, brush up on your Spanish because you're going to have to come to Miami to take my class anyway. You're going to need it. Release that back foot. Just for a breath, straighten out the left leg. Plant the palms, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Forward folding just for a couple of seconds. And by the way, you know I went to Mexico City, which is why I haven't taught for even longer than this quarantine. And wow, I took 2 really great yoga classes and I ate some bomb vegan tacos. Oh, delicious. We can talk about it when I get back. Micro bend the knees and slowly start to rise. And then we can all compare notes. Roll the shoulders back and under. So we're going to come into balancing. This might be a little bit awkward for me just because I have this wall here, but you're going to get the point. So I want you to, I'll do it like this. I want you to get strong in the left leg and come into a tree pose on the right side. So either here or here, but never on the knee. I think you know that because you're pushing in. You're manually pulling in toward the midline to lift up from the center. Okay? So push and lift. And raise your arms. And close your eyes. Feel the way the left ankle stabilizes. We will all stabilize. Open your eyes, lower the right hand down. Use it to lift your right knee up towards your chest and take a hold of the outside of the right ankle. Flare the toes back, micro bend the left knee. Not too much, but just enough that it protects the knee joint, and slowly start to reach your left fingertips down, down, down to the floor or to a brick, and peel your hips open and your right knee up towards the sky. Press the foot away from you. Broaden Ardha Chandrasana, Shavasana. Sugar cane. Ooh. Slowly release, extend the right leg straight, half moon. And right foot meets the left. Inhale, rise. You can sweep your arms up if you want. Exhale, get strong in the right leg. Vrikshasana on the opposite side. So left foot wherever it can be except on the knee. You want to pull into the midline. You want that push-pull action going on to keep you balanced. It's all a balance, guys. Arms reach up. Close your eyes. Or at least look down at the floor to practice. Lower the left hand down, open the eyes. Bring that left knee up towards your armpit so you can take a hold of outside of the ankle or the foot. Get strong in the right leg. Reach your right arm forward, 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 and down to the floor. Peeling the groin and the inner thighs open, lifting the left foot and knee up towards the ceiling, rounding back with the shoulders and opening up through the collarbone. Deep breathing here. Lift the right kneecap. Release into a half moon. And exhale, lower left foot down. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, close your eyes, Tadasana. Ooh, we're running out of time, folks. And now open your eyes, bring your feet the width of the mat, and slip down into a squat pose, Malasana. Lift the heart, roll the shoulders back. Maybe interlock the fingers. Lower the seat down, boat pose, legs extend out in front of you. If you want to make this fancy, you can come into Russian twists. You can come into bicycles. You can go from high to low boat. This is your home, your yogi's choice practice, how you want to tackle this abdominal exercise. We're not going to be here for very long. In fact, we're only going to be here for 10, 9, lift up in the chest, 7, 6, 5, 4, soften in the face and in the neck. This is important. 2, 1, hug the knees into the chest. Breathe. And now lower the feet down to the floor, hands behind you, slip the right ankle across the left knee. Figure 4, seated pigeon. Hands come closer to the sacrum, chest comes closer to the shin, the more depth you want in this shape. Try not to round. Try to be lifted. And if you need to sit on a block or you need to put books behind your hands to do so, then do that. You can also always sit up against a wall if you happen to be close to a wall, which is nice. I am. And then I can pull this leg in a little closer. This is a good TV, Netflix, yoga posture. Those are really coming in handy now, aren't they? And now soften that left shin down towards the floor and stack the right shin on top of the left in the double pigeon. Pick up your heart, roll your shoulders down, and anchor down through your sit bones as you reach forward with your sternum. You want to think about your sternum coming up and over, and if you're not here, it's cool. You can also cross your shins. Close your eyes for a breath or two. How about 5? Torso rises. Extend the right leg straight. Come into that same tree we were just in, standing but seated on the floor. Bring the left hand behind your hips. Lift your hips up. Inhale through the nose, right arm back. Open the mouth, exhale. Hips down. And let's switch sides. Bend the right knee. And maybe you want to come against the wall. Bring the left ankle in front of your right knee and hug your right knee closer and closer to your chest. Keep this foot nice and flexed. Ladies, this is a great time to give your fingernails and your toenails a break from nail polish, because you know they need a lot of time to breathe, and especially if you're coming to me from Miami or Miami Beach, we find it a little difficult to not have our nails done. But it is important that they not be covered for certain periods of time, and this is clearly a wonderful time to take advantage of bringing some health to your whole body, but specifically to your nails. Think about this as a little detox in all sorts. So it's a detox from people, it's a detox from work for a lot of us, and it can be a health detox. I know we all want to have wine every single day, but maybe we can cut it to just a couple of days. Slowly release into your double pigeon, stacking knees, stacking ankles, grounding down through your sit bones. Relax your shoulders. And now lead forward with the heart. Always lead with the heart. Keep the feet flexed, but try not to grip. If you can activate, if you can become aware of where you're gripping in your body, you can also become aware of how to release such gripping. For 3, for 2, and walk it back up. Extend the left leg straight this time. Right hand behind you, roll onto the right knee, lift the hips, inhale nose, exhale mouth. Lower both hips down to the floor. Hug the knees into the chest. Lie down on the back. Oh, I have a knot back here. You lie down on the back while I get rid of this knot. And we'll come into 2 rounds of bridge. If you're feeling really open, which you might because we just did a lot of twists and a lot of chest openers, so it's prime time for a back bend. Bring your feet close enough that you can brush the heels with your fingers, and your toes come inwards and your heels go outwards. This protects your lower back. Press your shoulders into the mat and slowly start to lift your hips up. Gaze at the ceiling, not at the TV, gaze is at the ceiling. And then when you're ready, shimmy your elbows together and interlock your fingers behind the spine so you can lift your hips up higher. Deep breath in, through the nose, deeper breath out. Lift the hips up for 3. For 2, a little bit higher. For 1, slowly release it down. Close your eyes. Feel the sensation. We have 1 more round if you'd like to come into bridge, or you can come into a full wheel. I don't feel like coming into a full wheel, but if you do, hands behind your shoulders. Elbows don't splay out, they come in. Press back, hug in and press back and lift up. Up to you, whatever you're feeling in this moment. Take 5 fluid breaths in your back bend. Keep the heart open, keep the energy flowing, keep that oxygen flowing through your blood. Essential stuff for your survival. As long as we have oxygen and water and fruits and vegetables, we're gonna be okay. And love. It's true. Okay, lower down, hug the knees into the chest. Rock softly side to side and let your knees fall over to the right side. Spinal twist, let your gaze soften to the left. Start to let go of the control of your breathing. You know that your body will take and release what it needs when it needs it. So trust it. Build that trust. Hug the knees into the chest. Let your legs fall over to the left and soften your gaze to the right. Inhale, come back to center, hug the knees into the chest. And now extend the legs up to the sky into an L-shaped pose. And if you're near a wall, it's really nice to do against a wall so you can, well, we've done it in my class, but if not, you shimmy your tush all the way up against the wall and then bring your feet up towards the ceiling and let them rest like this. And this is a beautiful place to be. This is also a really nice posture to do before bed. It can help you sleep a little bit better if you are suffering from any bouts of insomnia. So you can can stay here for 10 breaths, and you can choose to stay there for your Shavasana, or you can, after 10 breaths, lower your body down to the floor with the arms by the sides and the legs extended out in front of you. And I invite you, if you would like to take a long, delicious Shavasana, because I fully encourage that you do, to reap all of the benefits of the physical practice and of the mental practice, please, pause or turn off the video. Otherwise, we'll take a 3-minute Shavasana together and I'll guide you out. So, everyone meet me in their form of Shavasana. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Close the eyes, exhale. 2 more, full breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, and let it out. Inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. And let your whole body heavy down to the floor. Start to draw your awareness to the shapes and colors that naturally form behind your eyelids when your eyes are closed. And commit for the next 3 minutes to watching the change of this kaleidoscope of shapes and colors. All of your awareness stays right here, watching this like a movie and ignoring everything else going on. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, stretch out your arms and your legs. Softly turn the head from side to side. Reach your arms back behind you. Press your feet forward. Draw the knees into the chest. Falling over to either side. Slowly make your way up to simple seated pose with the legs crossed, the eyes closed, face is soft. And bring the hands to prayer in front of the heart. Find your intention for your practice. or a simple dedication. We can all join together and find the good in what we're facing right now. Thank yourselves for making it to your mats, and thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. It felt so good to teach again. Even if I can't see you, I can feel that you're there. Have a beautiful quarantine. Namaste. Thank you. Miss you guys.